come and respond to these comments this PM because tomorrow's videos have already been made. I just have to upload them to the channel tomorrow AM, and then I can go on and enjoy the rest of my day. So I decided to make an additional video this PM to respond to the 2 comments I got to a video I uploaded. One of the comments is from someone who I believe is a subscriber of mine named Michael McKinley. And he left a comment under my video, "What does the real universe look like?" Michael stated, "I honestly don't think one is truly awakened if they want their free universe to be a reflection of what is currently poisoning our world and society," after hearing that guy's realm. And Michael is referring to the guy that I talked about in my video who wanted to go to the real universe and have a realm of bitches and hoes and cocaine. Thank you, Michael, for your comment. You're absolutely correct. I think that the guy who said that is absolutely insane. I wouldn't put it past it if I found out that he was an NPC. Because there's no way in the world that you are going to get to the real universe and have a realm of bitches and hoes and cocaine. It's not going to be allowed. The real universe, the KHAA, is a realm of high vibrational frequency, love and light. And even Enki and Marduk cannot get up to the real universe because their vibrational frequency isn't high enough. Their vibrational frequency is extremely low, so they can never reach that realm. So why people think that they are going to get to the real universe and have bitches and hoes and cocaine and fentanyl and threesomes and orgies, that's not going to happen up there. It's not going to happen because those are the same poisons that are poisoning this world we live in now. So yeah, that guy is nuts. And I tried to explain this to him, but you know, he wasn't listening. Hard heads make soft asses. And so yes, you are right. No, that's not going to be allowed in the real universe. I hear people saying, I've heard this terrorist group called the Hebrew Israelites, bunch of racist people who stated they are going to live in a paradise where the only ones that are there are themselves and other blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos, Hispanics, and Mexicans. That's not going to fly either. That's not going to fly either. They said they don't want any Caucasians. That's not going to fly because racism is a poison of this world. You are not going to bring that racism shit up there. If you think you're going to have a blacks only world or a realm or a Latino, Hispanic, and Mexican only realm or a Native American only realm or even a Caucasian only realm, it's not going to happen. Not up there. It will not be allowed. See, there are stipulations to the real universe. One time there was a woman who stated that in her realm, she was going to have it, whereas if anyone wanted to get into her realm, they would have to pay her money. That's not going to be allowed. Are you serious? You can't do that. You know, you can't do that because money, paper money, that's the same poison that is poisoning this world. And you think you're going to bring that poison up there? It's not going to happen. You know, you're going to have a realm up there, whereas you can look over and you're going to see other people in their realm functioning, because you are not going to have the real universe all to yourself. There are going to be hundreds of other people there who look different from you in their own realms. And if you can't deal with that, then the real universe is not a place for you to go, because that's how it's going to be. But everyone that's in the real universe, we're all going to be living, coexisting with one common goal, high vibrational frequency of love and light. So Michael, yeah, that guy is nuts. You know, and if he crosses over into the afterlife with that mindset of him planning on going to the real universe to have bitches and hoes and threesomes and orgies, and as he wanted to also have bestiality and all of this garbage, that's okay, because he's never getting up there. Immediately after he crosses over, they are going to yank him into the reincarnation trick. He's not going anywhere near the real universe, because you can't even cross over and think you're going to escape the reincarnation trick with that mindset. Oh no, that type of mindset is completely low vibrational frequency. So when he crosses over, he's going to get immediately yanked away. So thank you, Michael, for that. You are absolutely correct. The other comment was from someone, I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm just going to spell out your name. Onpaulik. Okay, I think that's pronounced Onpaulik. And you wrote, all this talk about satisfying the body's needs and desires, drugs, sex, Hawaii, and shopping, is there really no fatigue from being? In my case, there is only one aspiration. The only aspiration is to disappear completely, to disappear so that nowhere and no way, never, under no circumstances will it appear, to disappear so that there is nothing left that knows that there is nothing, something like that. And Michael responded to you by saying, I'm not sure if you can cease to exist, as we are immortal. Michael is 100% correct. We are not only immortal, we are divine sparks of energy, and energy never dies. You cannot destroy energy. You can contain energy, but you can't destroy it, and energy cannot die, and that's what we are. We are immortal, but we are also light beings, energetic light beings, energetic divine sparks, which means we can never die. So I don't think that you can just cease to exist after physical death. However, if you just want to have it whereas once you cross over and you escape the matrix, you go to the real universe, and you just want to just not do anything in the real universe, you can do that. You can just decide, I'm not going to create a realm. I'm not going to go to any universities. I'm not going to travel anywhere. I just want to just float in the middle of the void within the universe and not do anything. You can do that, but I don't think that you can cease to exist, because outside of these bodies, you exist immortally. You really do. So, but now you mentioned about Hawaii. That's what I mentioned about how my realm is going to be a mixture of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and Hawaii. The things that I'm going to have in my realm, I'm not going to, like I said, there are going to be times in my realm where there are going to be barbecues and dinners with all of my family members around. We don't have to eat. We don't need to eat up there. No one needs to eat up there. But I mean, I would like to, continue to enjoy having banana pudding and everything. I would like to continue to enjoy that up there. But if I decide not to have food, it's not like if I don't have it, I'm going to die like down here. Down here, you need to have food every single day. And maybe you can get away with a couple of days of going without eating, but eventually you're going to have to eat. You have to eat to survive down here. Up there is different. So when I say that in my realm I'm going to have food and beverages, it's more so of just a desire, not a need. There is not going to be any sex. I mean, there's not going to be any drugs and sex and all of that in my realm. Oh no, because see, once you come up out of the body, you don't even have a desire for sex. Anyone who, if you're married or if you have a boyfriend and a girlfriend and you all play body tag with each other, well, when you come up out of the body, you're not going to even have a desire to do that up there, because the desire for sex is a earthly desire that was put into us by Enki and Marduk and the Archons, but once you come up out of the body, you don't have a desire for sex and drugs. See, once you come up out of these bodies, all of the pain, the urges, the cravings that you had, they go away. Now, I put in my novel, This is a funny thing. I had in my novel where one of the characters, Christopher, he is the jokester of the novel, and he asks August Cameron, in the realm that you have created in the real universe, does sex exist? And August says, well, yeah, I created it so that, men and husbands and wives and boyfriends and girlfriends can have that there. Well, I had to have some kind of comedic relief in the novel, and that's why I put that in there. Once you get up there, 9 times out of 10, though, you're not going to even have an urgency to even want to do that. You're just so glad to be with them again. You're not going to even be thinking about sex. You're not going to think about it at all. So, it's so different up there than it is down here. It is so different, and it's different in a good way. You're saying that you would like to cease to exist, and you're thinking that there is going to be a fatigue from just existing, but how do you know? How do you know that once you get to the real universe, you're going to be so enamored with it, so overfilled with the high vibrational feelings of it, that you're not going to want to not exist? I'm telling you, because I have heard a lot of people talk about it. It is a amazing place. It's something else. It's just, it's like happiness times a billion. So you're saying that, I would rather not just exist at all, but you don't know. When you get up there and you see how beautiful it is, and you see all the things that you can do and all the places that you can go and visit all of the spaces of the real universe. You may not, your feelings for wanting to not exist may go away. So, be open-minded about it. It is down here, and this is just my belief. My belief is that the reason why people say, but when I get to the real universe, I just don't want to exist, period, it's because they're so beaten down here. The poisons of this world, it has beaten people down so much that they feel like they don't have any energy to even want to do anything else once they do leave the physical body. And I get that. I really do. I get it. But when you get that way, this is why you need to, as I stated in the video, in another video, this is why you need to tune into meditation, tune into affirmations to boost yourself back up so you don't feel that fatigue as much. Because I'm telling you, once you get in that real universe, you don't have to worry about pain anymore. Mental, physical, emotional. You don't have to worry about where you're going to live. How are you going to pay for where you're living? You don't have to worry about, you needing a car to get from point A to point B. The things that you worry about down here, you don't have to worry about up there. You don't have to worry about being scared of there being rapists or murderers. You don't have to worry about any of that. And once you really come to the realization of that, when you get to that real universe, it is just paradise. That's what it is. So this is what I wanted to say. Thank you again for your comment on Pollock. And I hope, if your days are dark right now and gloomy right now, I really do hope that they get better for you. I will ask the universe to send your way good things and great things. Michael McKinley, once again, thank you for your comment. And that's it. Just want to say thank you all for listening. Tomorrow it will be videos on the channel. And then after that, I will see you again next weekend.